Hey everyone, you're watching My Moyamoya Memos. This is just a series of short videos I wanted to create, taking you guys through my experience with Moyamoya Disease. My name's Michelle, I'm 21 and I was diagnosed last year, 2013, in August with Moyamoya Disease, or MMD for short, and I will be shortening it because it gets really annoying to say after a while. And I was inspired to do these videos by Katie, who was 28 when she was diagnosed with MMD, and her videos like this are known as the Moyamoya Diaries, and I'll put up a link somewhere once I figure out how to do that. And yeah, so they really helped me, not only knowing what the disease was, but also just being able to see that there was someone going through the same thing that I'm going through. And just wanted to pass it on for anyone else who's just been newly diagnosed, or their family, friends, if they want to know more. And yeah, so when I first tell people about what I have, I get really strange looks because it's really rare, and so nobody actually has ever heard of it before. So Moyamoya disease is a rare disease that affects typically affects the two major vessels supplying the front part of the brain, the carotid arteries, as well as some of the vessels that branch off of those ones. But however, in my case, I have unilateral MMD, so only one side's affected, and that's my right side, hence it affects the left side of my body. So I find it easier to explain to people by showing them a picture of one of my scans. So I'll just put one up. So here you can see the arch of aorta, and your heart's directly below that, and this is my right internal carotid artery, and that's my left internal carotid artery. So you can really see that just how big the difference is and how small that passage is on my right side, and it makes it really hard for the blood to get through. And this narrowing happens slowly over time for reasons that people don't really understand right now. And as it narrows, the blood then can't get to the brain, and it can often lead to a person suffering a stroke. In order to compensate for this, what the brain's done is it's formed new vessels, and these are known as collateral vessels. So they supply the areas of the brain that don't have enough oxygen and tries to keep them as healthy as possible. But because these vessels are normal, they're not structurally sound, and so after a while they won't be able to dilate when the person gets stressed or when they're exercising. So I'll just show another scan. Here's my brain again, and here you can see the little collateral vessels that have formed, and these vessels are actually what gave the disease the name Moyamoya, which means puff of smoke in Japanese, because these little vessels together look like a little puff of smoke. So yeah, as I said, they won't be able to dilate after a while, and for me that time is now, I've been told, and I will be having surgery in 10 days. A bit exciting, a bit nerve-wracking. So in order to get the blood flow back properly to that right side of the brain, and to make sure that I don't have a stroke or a TIA. So yeah, so one of the questions that I always get asked is, how did you first know that something was wrong? And I guess I look back on things now that happened when I was younger, like I played tennis, and sometimes during matches I used to get really jelly legs, and I wasn't able to focus on the ball when it was coming towards me, and me and my parents just thought it was because I was nervous, anxious, whatever. But even though sometimes I didn't think I really was, but we thought maybe it's subconscious. Didn't really think, oh, there could be something going on with your brain. And then during year 12, I used to get quite bad headaches, and I couldn't really see the board properly, had those vision problems with focusing, I used to get really tired as well. I got tested for chronic fatigue, glandular, Ross River, iron levels, and nothing really showed up. So just put that one down to not getting enough rest and stuff. But then last year I had an episode where my whole left side had gone weak, and so I went to emergency, and yeah, I was had an MRI. It showed up the appearance of Moyamoya disease, and then I later had a CT scan, and that was sort of confirmed that it was Moyamoya disease. Had a lot of other stuff going on, but I won't go into that. And so yeah, so I'm working with a really good neurological team now at one of the hospitals here. I do get migraines, and that's how it first showed up. That left-sided weakness was from a migraine, so they call it migraine with aura, like a neurological symptom. And when I get migraines, I get the left-sided weakness, I get slurring of my speech, and vision. I can't really focus, and feel a bit dizzy, a bit out of it, disorientated, and I can't be around people. Like, I just get really irritated and annoyed. So I'm on different medication for my eye, and then before I used to have a bit of tingling in my left pinky and my left ring finger as well. So I'm on aspirin to keep my blood thin, rosuvastatin, which is an anti-cholesterol, and it dilates the blood vessels a bit, and then also sodium valproate, which is like an anti-seizure drug, so it helps with my migraines, and I haven't been getting them lately, so that's really good. Yeah, so I've been told that I have surgery in 10 days, and what they're going to do is they're doing an STA-MCA bypass. So they're going to basically connect one of my scalp arteries to one of my brain vessels. So they're going to use the superior temporal artery, which is just above my ear, that supplies the scalp, and they're going to do a craniotomy and take part of my skull out in order to connect that superior temporal artery with my middle cerebral artery, so that hence where the STA-MCA part comes from. And then they'll slap on a plate to the bit of skull and put it back on, screws, and stitch me back up. I'll be in ICU overnight, and then the wards for 3 to 4 days, hopefully everything goes well. And then I've been told to not do anything and go crazy for a month. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I'll hopefully be making another one of these after my pre-op appointment, which is next week. So maybe there might be something else that I can let you guys know about, but bring it on. Always stay positive. Alright, so I'll see you guys. Bye!